Hey guys, Jason here for TheChartGuys, taking a look at silver. We finished up yesterday's video looking at the 15-minute time frame, and we're looking at this tight range here, looking for a potential EQ to form up, and we only had two levels to work with. One was a resistance 16.26, one was the support 16.216, and we didn't even see that flesh out very far before we lost higher lows. And we saw a big move right down to daily support at 16.153. We saw that dip below, and then we saw the bulls come in and try to hold a level of support here. The tightening range got very close, but ultimately was contained by the EMA 12 acting as a major resistance. And despite all of the attempts by the bulls, they were not able to break that resistance, and we saw bull volume pick up, and we saw a pretty big drop on relatively low volume, but that drop did have continuation. We got all the way down to 15.925 before we saw an oversold bounce, and we had been oversold for quite a little while actually. Still holding EMA 26 resistance, coming down to hold 15.90 as the low before finding a W-shaped recovery here. Now if we go back to the daily time frame, what you end up with is this big wick coming down to that area of EMA 26 support on the daily. So that's something to be paying attention to, the fact that we got all the way down there and then bounced right back up. But we were oversold in multiple time frames. Even the 4-hour time frame got deep into oversold territory at 23. So not unexpected. And when you break through daily support levels and 4-hour support levels and you don't have a lot to go on, you can really only rely on your price action and your RSIs to establish new support levels. RSI is not going to tell you when exactly it's going to occur, but it can tell you when it's likely to occur. And that if your RSI in the 4-hour is in the 22 range, without really strong fundamental news to back that change, and it's just a sell-off, that's your entry signal. So it was pretty good. Let's take a look at the 15-minute time frame. Here's that move, W-shaped recovery. We are still in a 15-minute downtrend until we break over 16.42. Let's go mark that out. There we go. We come up. We see a little bit of volatility. We see the back test of that level, and we're now above our conjunction of EMA 1226. And then we see a complete trend change and currently moving to the upside with a high of 16.36. So bulls are very much in control. Let's go ahead and wipe our charts for a little bit of clarity here. Now it's all up to the 15-minute bulls for continuation. We are going to look for support on the 15-minute time frame at this first initial low of the pullback, 16.23, and then resistance up here at 16.36. This is the range that the bulls need to stay in. We need to see a higher low over 16.236 for upside continuation, and then bulls need to close over 16.36. Going back to the daily time frame, there's our resistance on the daily. Ultimately, we want to see what's going to happen. Right now, we are in a daily downtrend because we were setting lower lows and lower highs. Here's our next high, 16.58, which is a few cents less than 16.63. And we've now established a new low on that EMA 26 support. So now we need to see what the bulls are going to do. Are we going to move to the upside and try and get back into control of this situation, or are we going to see downside continuation with a new lower high being set and possibly a new lower low in the next coming weeks? We'll wait to see what develops. Right now, all eyes are going to be on the 15-minute time frame, see what that's going to do for our hourly trend. And if we can hold that level, we do have opportunities for this hourly trend to move back to the upside and try to take out 1636, which would give us a nice hourly uptrend that we can use in tomorrow's trading action for some nice intraday swings. That's it for today. I appreciate your comments and you watching, and I hope you have a fantastic August, and I hope your July was good.